everybody. Good evening. Well, it's evening in Nigeria, and it's great to be here with you all. My name is Kunle Kasumu. I'm the moderator for today, but I'll actually be working with a co-moderator, the very beautiful and remarkable Mimi Fawaz, who is here with us today. Mimi, hi.
Hi, Kunle. Thank you so much for that introduction. Very generous of you. Thank you, everyone that has joined in so far for this discussion on Oliseh's book, The Audacity to Refuse. What a fantastic title that is. Don't forget, you can get the hashtags going today. Hashtag Audacity to Refuse. You as well are part of the moderators today. Send in your questions in the Q&A, and we will be answering some of them towards the end of the program. Lots of time, as I know a lot of you have a lot to say about all the legends that we've got lined up today, all in one room. Well, very rarely you ever get them all in one room, Kunle.
Really, yeah, you're right, Mimi. I'm excited about today, really excited. Not just because these legends are my legends, if I may put it that way, if I may personalize them, but also because for many years, I've always wondered why our football sports legends in Nigeria have not written their memoirs and their autobiographies. So I'm really excited that Sunday Oliseh is blazing the trail here and will probably inspire the many other legends we have in the house today to do the same. So it's exciting to be here, exciting to be with you, Mimi, and of course Sunday and the legends we are going to be introducing very soon. But let's get started with the chief hosts, the celebrants, if I may put it that way, of today. Mimi.
Indeed, Sunday Oliseh, I'm sure a lot of you will be remembering this key strike that Oliseh did at the 1998 World Cup. Let's take a look.
I hope you enjoyed watching that. Brought back so many pleasant memories. And that, of course, sets us up to reintroduce the great Sunday Oliseh. I say reintroduce because really, it doesn't need so much of introductions. But then, let's talk a bit about Sunday Oliseh today. He's the man we are celebrating today. Sunday is a multiple title winning ex-professional footballer for Nigeria and top world club sides like Juventus, Ajax, remember very well, and of course, Borussia Dortmund in Germany. He's an Olympics gold medalist and African champion for Nigeria. Remember the 1994 Nations Cup, where Sunday played a very prominent role, that title winning squad of 1994. He is currently a FIFA Technical Committee member, UEFA professional license coach, and an international football consultant and analyst who has provided services for CNN, BBC, Super Sports South Africa, and Malaysia, amongst others. He had 16 years of professional football career and 10 years as an international for Nigeria. Those of us that used to watch Sunday back then while playing for Super Eagles can remember all those lovely, memorable years. He's considered by many internationally as the best defensive midfielder to ever come out of Nigeria. I prefer to call him a creative, deep line midfielder, if you remember very well. Oliseh was voted the third best African player of the year 1998 and by a national poll vote in Nigeria by Guinness as the best defensive midfielder ever in Nigeria's history. That's quite remarkable. As a coach, Oliseh orchestrated then cash-strapped Fortuna Sittard in the Netherlands to the Dutch Premier Division from the bottom lower division in just 14 months in charge. He is married to Hafida and the father of 2 children, Denzel and Shanice. And it's great to have Sunday here. And by writing this book, Sunday has blazed a trail, like I said before, being the first football star in Nigeria to document Nigeria's football history and his story the way he has done in his book titled Audacity to Refuse. So it's great to have you here, Sunday.
Indeed, it is.
Oh, thanks for having me. Thanks for having me. And thanks for introducing me the way you did.
You're welcome, Sunday. Mimi.
Thank you very much, Kunle. Sunday, as Kunle has already referred to over there, you're the first Nigerian football star to write this memoir. Why did you decide to write it, and why now?
Well, thanks for that question, Mimi. I personally feel that in all my career, 16 years, I've been blessed to have a lot of events happen in it. And I felt that it's the best way to help people and to share. The best way to help people is to share what I already experienced. Because when Rashidi Yekini died, in my opinion, he was the greatest striker Nigeria ever had, he took along with him to his grave the secrets of how he scored goals. So I just felt that, okay, before that happens to me, we're not getting any younger. So let's just put it out there and hopefully help to inspire some people. If I can inspire just one person with this book to be a success, I'll be grateful.
Sunday, you don't look a year older. You still look the same as you've always looked to me since I met you 10 years ago. So you said why you decided to write this memoir, but why have you decided to call it The Audacity to Refuse? Because that's quite an interesting title.
Yeah, it is. Because the fact is that I've been blessed with a lot of success. And I've also had some failures. But I must confess to you, every success that has come my way is because I refused limitations that were put in my way, be it as a Nigerian, be it as a colored player in every club I played in, be it as regards contractual negotiations, be it as regards my own private life. It's always been limitations set there. This you can do, this you can't do. So it's the fact that I have always refused those limitations and always counted on God's support and backing. I think that's what made me who I am. And my son chose the title anyway. So
great. Sonny, can you give us like a bird's eye view of the book? Can you summarize the book? There are a lot of people listening there who are probably very keen on knowing, what to expect when they open the pages of Audacity to Refuse.
Well, one thing is for sure is that the book is just it gives you insights of all my career. It gives you it's very revealing because I'm sharing with you the highs and the lows, be it my personal ones in the clubs I played in top clubs. I also share with you the dressing room in the top clubs without revealing much as regards personalities because I don't want to point fingers at anybody. But I also try to share how also we, especially the super egos of Nigeria, people don't know till today. They just hear from third parties how the super egos was able to do all what it did, be it as in Nations Cup, be it the Olympics. So I just put it down in detail and also chronologically in a way that everybody can relate to it and learn from it.
Great. We'd like to know how long did it take you to write this book? And perhaps you also want to provide us with a bit of insight into your experience writing it. I know ex-football star, you've been in football all your life. Every writer I have met and spoken to told me that the writing experience is an entirely different ball game. So what was it like for you writing this book, and how long did it take you to write it?
All my life, I've loved reading. So I've always felt that the best way to get knowledge is to get somebody else's experience and use it. And I always love reading. I still do till today. I know people laugh at me. Even my teammates still laugh at me about it, but I'm sorry, but I'm just passionate about reading. And also, it took me 2 years to write this book. and I had to really make sure that I did a lot of research. It was difficult writing it, but I think I was helped for the fact that for the past over 10 years, I've been running my own website, and I've been updating it, and I've been working a lot on Photoshop and all that. So I've kind of like gotten used to writing articles. So I just like was able to use that to help me to write the book. But the most difficult part was trying to write this book without being vindictive. Believe me, Kule, it was difficult. It is difficult.
Great, great. I did see a lot of that in your book, your passion for reading, and quite a number of your ex-teammates have spoken about that and will be speaking about that later on, I'm sure. I was pleasantly surprised to see that your favorite book back in the days was an introduction to positive economics or something like that.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. So up next, we would like to introduce to us the great legends in the house. We've got 4 of them who will be joining Sunday Oliseh. Mimi, I know you're excited to talk to them.
Absolutely, Kunle. Well, first up is someone who we all know has had wonderful dribbling, trickery, brilliance on the ball, and he's one of the legends that Alan Shearer just this week named as one of the 10 iconic players in the Premier League during his time for Bolton Wanderers. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. Let's take a look. Of course, it's none other than the legend, Jay Okocha. JJ, hello, welcome.
Thank you very much, Mimi.
So good to have you. And I also see your brother-in-law, Chuka Iwobi, Alex Iwobi's dad, has also logged into today's discussion. So it's a family affair today. Hello, Chuka, Mr. Iwobi, hello. Next, up to you, Kunle, the next legend.
Great. Up next, welcome, JJ. It's great to have you here. Very excited to have you here. I'm a big fan of yours, and it's great to really have you here, JJ. Welcome.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here as well.
Up next is the man famously known back then until now as Cerezo. That is Augustine Eguavoen. Some would like to call him Skippo. He had so much respect, incredible respect as a player and as captain of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And I will quickly just introduce Augustine Eguavoen. He's a man who needs little introduction though, but we remember him as the legend known for his intelligent, hard tackling defensive play that made him a key figure in Nigeria's national team for over a decade. He was a member of Great Green or Super Eagles teams that won laurels for Nigeria, including the 1994 Nations Cup. He was also a member of the Super Eagles team that first qualified for the World Cup in 1994. Eguavoen is a former captain, like I said, of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. His playing career took him from leading clubs in Nigeria, including the famous ACB of Lagos. If you don't know ACB of Lagos, you must have been watching football after the Premier League started in 1992. Okay, so he was in ACB of Lagos, and he also played for clubs across Europe, clubs including Gens, Torpedo Moscow, and a host of others. Not only did he excel as a professional football player, he went on to achieve remarkable things as a manager of clubs in multiple countries, including Malta, South Africa, and Nigeria. You need to see the list of clubs that Cerezo has managed. Incredible experience, incredible experience. And he has also managed Nigeria's under-23 team, and of course, the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Currently, Cerezo is the technical director of the NFF, among other things. Welcome, Cerezo. Austin Eguavoen, can you hear us? Okay, we lost him briefly there, but I'm sure he'll be back on in a second. Mimi, that's Austin Eguavoen.
All right, well, the next legend that I will be introducing is someone who won the 1994 African Footballer of the Year. I'm sure you all remember him with his 2 goals in the final of the 1994 Africa Cup of Nations. Also a very well-known household name in Egypt, having played for the great big club in Egypt, Zamalek, and as well for Barcelona here in Europe. Many people in Europe know him as well for playing in Barcelona. Former coach, coaching in Nigeria, and as well, as we remember from 2019, coaching Tanzania at the Africa Cup of Nations. Of course, that's none other than the legend, Emmanuel Amunike. Hello, Emmanuel. Kedu, should I start by saying Kedu to you in Igbo?
All right.
Good to have you, Emmanuel.
Good to have you, Mimi. How are you?
Very well, very well. I'm sure we'll be having lots more discussions with you throughout the program. Thank you very much. Kule, your turn now to introduce our final panelist.
So up next is the one and only TJ. That's what his friends call him. But we all know him as Tijani Babangida. Tijani Babangida was known for his lightning pace, attacking instinct, and that's right foot. And really, he excited us in Nigeria for so many years. He spent most of his playing career at the legendary Ajax Football Club Amsterdam in the Dutch league. And he also played for other football clubs in Netherlands back then, including VVV Venlo, Roda JC, and Vitesse. He played for the Super Eagles of Nigeria and represented the country at 2 World Cups. No, sorry, at the 1998 World Cup and 2 African Cup of Nations tournaments. And particularly the one that is most memorable is he was a member of that prominent team, that immortal team of 1996 that won the Olympics gold medal at Atlanta. And it's great to have TJ here with us. Tijani, welcome.
Yes, Kule, thank you very much. Nice to be here.
Great to have you here. Great to have you here. Great.
Thank you.
So we're moving straight into the panel, and we'll be conversing with these 5 gentlemen, including Sunday, and Mimi will be leading us as we get started.
All right, well, we will try and get Austin up when his sound is up and running because we'd love to hear from him. But let's get, cracking and asking the legends. They've got lots to say. So I'm going to start with you, Emmanuel. I've known you for a while, one of the nicest men in football, but in your playing days on the pitch, you were very daring and you weren't scared of anyone. And Sunday Oliseh refers to that in his book. And I'm going to try and say this phrase correctly because you used to say that to Sunday all the time. Now, small needle small, but try swallow them and you go see. So I hope my pigeon is okay over there, Emmanuel. Tell us a bit about why you used to say that to Sunday.
Well, thank you, Mimi. Thank you very much. I think it's a phrase that, when people look at you, I'm not a big guy, I'm not a tall guy. Of course, people look at your size and they think you can't do anything. But of course, I always said, like you have mentioned, now small needle small, but when they choke you, you go no. I grew up, one thing in life is that I grew up with my grandfather. At the age of 4, I moved to village. And I was there till 10 years. And probably it was football that brought me back to Lagos. And, my grandfather always said one thing. And he said, the road that a man passes it doesn't allow that road to close. So what does it mean, the road that you pass is? Eventually, it means whatever we are engaging to, whatever we are doing, we must be serious about it. We must be, be able to be in a position to do the best we can. And I think that has always been my philosophy about life, and that has always guided me, and that has always been most of my decisions making. Well, I could say I was privileged to be part of these legend guys. I could remember we used to watch on TV. I remember, if I'm not mistaken, the game Nigeria has to cut their track to play the game, whether it's a game Burkina Faso, when they forgot the jersey. So, we start nursing that ambition of having the dream to play for our country. And how lucky I was, I find myself, first of all, with the under-23 team. I was in Gilosberga then. I was invited. We went to play Super Eagles in one of friendly game before their game against Ghana, in one of the crucial qualification game at the National Stadium. And after the game, I was called by Chukwu, Christian Chukwu, the legend himself. And he asked me my name. I gave my name to him. And after 1 week, I was invited in the under-23 team. I went to Kaduna. That's where I met TJ. And we all were able to do the best. Well, I can't say much in terms of the size of this. But what I know is in life, wherever you find yourself, whatever you're doing, you have to put in your best. Your best might not be enough, but the important thing is commitment, discipline, honesty in whatever you are doing. And I think that has guided most of us today, and to be what we are. And I thank God for that.
Emmanuel, can I just ask you a quick question before Kunle takes over? Shall we blame Tijani, as you said when you met him, for the wrong spelling of your surname? Many people, I'm always correcting them. Amunike, A-M-U-N-I-K-E. I say no, N-E-K-E. Tijani, are you to blame for the wrong spelling? You didn't look after well when he met you.
No, it's not Tijani. What actually happened is that when I was invited, I have to first of all.
No. Tijani, explain it, because Ima will change it. Tijani,
I'm not changing.
No, you will change it.
I'm not changing it. I'm not changing it. What I'm saying is that, when I was invited in the team, I was not part of the team. I have to convince the coaches that I will make the team. And eventually, when I convinced them, I think it was 2 or 3 days or 4 days to our traveling to Côte d'Ivoire for our first game. And then they demanded for me to do my passport. I think I gave one of the officials, my name, but they went to the passport office. And when they came back, I discovered that I instead of E. And there was no time for us to start doing any new things. That was how I went with that team to Côte d'Ivoire. We played in Côte d'Ivoire. And since then, the name has been there. But actually, my surname is Amunike.
Tijani, respond quickly for Kunle.
No. That he said the truth, really. I'm going to say my story, but since you guys have brought me earlier, I will say this. When we came to the camp, me and Amunike were the youngest, because I believe in size. So when we see Amunike, I didn't believe that Amunike can be in that team. I said, who bring this small boy in this team? I didn't know Amunike is stronger than me. And he was more stronger than the captain of that team, until when we went into the field and Amunike started taking shoot. I come and look at Amunike, I say, is this not the boy that I think that I'm older or bigger than him? So we are not taking Amunike to Egypt, to Côte d'Ivoire, until the last minute, when he convinced even himself and the coach, everybody, they have to go and do his passport. So they give these guys now to go and make his passport immediately. And that is where you see that I, not A. I think he said that was what happened. I agree with that. Normally, me and Amunike will never come on one line, but true, it's true what he said.
TJ, you are absolutely hilarious. I mean, you just get ribs cracking every time.
My story with Amunike started way back 1990 or 91 when they invited. I believe we come to the camp almost the same time. Maybe I was a day after Amunike. So we started everything together. And become friends at the same time, make the passport almost at the same time. played on me and Amunike were the star of the under 23 before they bring the JJ can't collect the star something. And the Amunike when the Oliseh came. So Amunike really started going more higher.
You don't find JJ trouble now. You don't find JJ trouble.
Yes, and that's why you see during the 94 World Cup, I was so annoyed because they took me to that World Cup as controversial because when I come back, because they dropped me many times, I'm still coming back. They will drop me today and tomorrow I'll come back to the camp. And they will still drop me next tomorrow and I'll come back to the camp. And they will tell me, I remember the players will come and say, Tijani, why can't you wait for your time? You are too controversial. Go back to Kaduna. When your time comes. it was on that World Cup that Amunike make his name more big. And I was outside sitting in the tribune and I was saying, if Amunike can do that, I will do it. Now I have to do it. There. Yeah. And Amunike, because we always do the same thing almost the same time. And he was so lucky really go to the Nation Cup and make it. I didn't go to Nation Cup and go to the World Cup at the same time, 94, and I did very well in that 94. Normally, Nigeria could have seen 2 double wingers that are going to destroy the world at that time. Maybe we could have win against them if I played that match.